Aloha, Dr. Heather Tucker here, and welcome to another episode of Taste and See Thursdays. So happy that you're here because we're in this series on creating more aloha in your business. And over the last several weeks, I've been sharing with you this acronym for the word heart. So we went through HEAR. Today we're going to talk about T. And T stands for trusting, overthinking, and feeling. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in your own head, right? Or overthinking every decision, or replaying the worst case scenario, or letting emotions cloud your judgment? Your mind and your feelings, they can trick you into believing that your current struggle is really your final reality. Let me just repeat that. Your mind and your feelings can actually trick you into believing that your current struggle is your final reality. But what if the real issue isn't the challenge itself? What it's about how you're processing it. So trust and faith over circumstance and situations. When you rely solely on your own understanding, what you think, what you feel, you can easily block your divine plan, the divine plan that is already set for you. You can block it to coming into fruition. But when you choose trust over overthinking and faith over fear, you actually step into a greater alignment with God's greater purpose for you and your life and your world. So let's break down this T, trusting, overthinking, and feeling. Because when you can recognize your thoughts and your emotions and how they shape your reality, which we talked about before, you can shift limitation to liberation. Okay. Shifting limitation to liberation comes with trust. So, liberation, your freedom, your expansion, your abundance, your prosperity, all of these things that you were called for. It's like victory is already yours. But if we get caught up in our thoughts and our emotions, especially when we're triggered by stuff, it can literally get in the way and take us away from the divine plan that God is calling for us to have in our life. So let's go ahead and break down this trusting, overthinking, and feeling. The first part of this is that your mind and your heart, they're like a computer. They operate based on past programming, replaying old patterns, and actually shaping your response of today's challenges based on yesterday's wounds. This is one of the reasons why I teach my clients and I tell my clients to celebrate your overreactions. It's been a very long time since I've overreacted because I've mastered this stuff so well. But the part about like your overreactions is never about the present moment. Let me repeat that. If someone's overreacting on you or you're overreacting on them, it's never about the present moment. It's about something from the past or even similar situations all linking up. And then you get this overreaction that you just can't stop. 100% of the challenges in your life, they have roots from past experiences. This is how you respond to the now is often tied to something unresolved before. But when you recognize the pattern, and this is why I'm sharing with you, because when you recognize the pattern, you interrupt this cycle and you actually can create a new outcome. This is exactly what we're talking about in the communication mastery workshop that's coming up. It goes to Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 that says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Your logic and emotions, they can literally easily mislead you, but faith will keep you on the right path. Perfect example. Let's think about marriage, right? Perfect example. Have you ever reacted to your partner not based on what they actually did, but based on past experiences? Or for example, like when you let go or when old wounds go unhealed, it can actually bring baggage into present relationships, leading to conflicts, misunderstandings, distance. But when you trust beyond your emotions and seek clarity, you actually break free from this reactive cycle and patterns, and actually it can strengthen your relationship. Another example, when we think about businesses, entrepreneurs often let fear and doubt block their success. And maybe it's because of past failures that keep replaying in your mind, maybe making you feel afraid to take bold action. But when you shift from overthinking to trusting, you actually stop making decisions out of fear and start operating from this place of divine confidence. Oh my goodness, this is something that's so powerful. I think everyone needs to hear. When you shift from overthinking to trusting, you stop decisions out of fear and you start operating in this place of divine confidence. Because the biggest breakthroughs happen when you trust the process, you disrupt these old patterns, and you move forward with faith. And I've seen it over and over again. People stay stuck because they let the past programming dictate their present situations. But when you break the cycle, like I said, everything shifts and your business grows, your relationships heals, and the doors open that were once closed. So, as a coach, I've been helping many entrepreneurs and leaders recognize and rewrite their patterns. So therefore that have kept them stuck so they can step forward in a bigger light. So when you trust instead of overthink, you actually unlock whole new levels of clarity, confidence, cash flow, and success that you never imagined possible. And if it's possible for everybody I facilitated this through, and also myself, then it's definitely possible for you too. So if you're tired of overthinking, second guessing yourself, and feeling stuck, it's time to break free. It's time to break free. Join my communication mastery workshop that's coming up in upcoming weeks, and learn how to trust your voice, trust your decisions, and trust your purpose. You'll be so glad that you did. And I want to hear from you in the comments below. What is is it your thoughts that are getting in the way? Is it your emotions that are getting in the way? What is the biggest takeaway from this message that I shared? Go ahead and put your comments in the comments below, because I want to hear your wisdom too. And I promised you that I would share. Upcoming, we're celebrating our ninth wedding anniversary. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I've been married that long. We've been together about 11 years, 10, 11 years. And I'll tell you that I never thought we would make it this far. And the reason why was because there were so many past wounds, so many past traumas. I was always really great at relationships or at career and business and making money, but I was horrible at relationships. And my husband was kind of the same way. So we have these two different worlds, right? I'm a country girl. He's a city boy, right? I grew up one way. He grew up another way. You got these two different worlds coming together. And of course, as we're coming together, there's all of these frictions, there's all of these things as you're coming together, and not just in marriage, but also even in business. There's these energies of thoughts and emotions that we have to break free from. And we have to be able to understand. So therefore we can really truly be one. So I'm actually super excited about this anniversary that's coming up. I'm super excited about this being the month of love. And I know that it doesn't matter what you've gone through or what you've been through. I mean, it matters definitely in the mind and the heart. But in the grand scheme of things, we cannot let where we've been dictate where we're going and what's happening now. So when you be the change that you wish to see in the world, everything changes around you. Oh my goodness, it's so true. All right. So we want to focus on less thinking, more trusting. Less thinking, more trusting. Yes? Yes, yay. Okay, so I want to hear from you. Put your biggest takeaway in the comments below. I want to hear from your wisdom. What part of this spoke mostly to you? What are the things that are causing you to overthink and overanalyze and create that overwhelm? And how do you want to be instead? How do you want to shift it? So go ahead and put that in the comments below. Also, in the comments is the link to the Communication Mastery Workshop, which, if you're tired of overthinking and second guessing and feeling stuck, you definitely want to go ahead and come so we can break free, so you can step into the biggest and best version of yourself with aloha for not only yourself, but also your entire world around you. All right, I look forward to seeing you again soon for another episode of Taste and See Thursdays, and have an amazing, amazing rest of the day. This is now the time to create the biggest aloha in your business and life and literally be the key star player in this game of business and life where you're winning. Yes. Peace.